Hey, happy Thursday, everybody. Mark again here, WeatherMan Plus. Now, this tornado threat is really ramping up. Chances for derechos as well, and some 100 miles per hour wind gusts. Plus, we have elevated and extreme fire risk going on, not just for the southwest, also for the northeast. Multiple cyclones are forming next week, according to NOAA, as well as some more information of what's going on in our country, guys. We have a lot going on. Now, remember, all the links are in the description to help save you time. Please watch the video all the way through to help support the channel. Thank you so much. Now, I have a lot to go through, so I'm going to go through it pretty quickly, but I'm going to show you everything that you need to know. For today, the tornado threat has grown. Now, you do have a slight risk, and that is for hail for today, but your tornado risk has grown to 2% for today, and it's going to be worse tomorrow. So your cities at risk today is Wichita, Kansas, Lincoln, Nebraska, Topeka, Kansas, Salina, Kansas, and Manhattan, Kansas. So to go through real quick, chances for tornadoes, long-lived cells, we'll check our helicity values. That's what that is, wind direction change with height. And you can see as you go through today, you get some strong cells for eastern Idaho, as well as for Wyoming, Kansas, Nebraska, a little bit of South Dakota. But as you go into this evening, HRRR does show that you do get some long-lived cells from Nebraska going into Iowa as well, all the way to 1 o'clock. Then it ramps up again late night, early morning hours for chances for Nebraska, western Nebraska going towards South Dakota. And as you go towards tomorrow, the worst day is going to be tomorrow, guys. It really ramps up for Nebraska, South Dakota, and portions of Kansas as well, going into Iowa. Some very long-lived cells and chances for tornadoes. Now, we do have a cap for today, but I do believe that we will break that cap. Even the model guidance is showing that we will break that cap and get some very dangerous cells tonight. So be very careful if you're in Nebraska, South Dakota, or western Iowa. There's chances for overnight nocturnal tornadoes. And I am showing that can go into Saturday also, guys. So as you go towards 5 p.m. tonight, it starts breaking out as this front meets up with these warm temperatures and these cold temperatures. It's showing that northern Texas can get some long-lived cells, Nebraska, Wyoming, and then as you go towards later tonight, some very long-lived cells going through western Nebraska and portions of northern Missouri. So a lot of dangerous activity is expected tonight, especially in the model guidance. So I do believe we will break that cap, and it will be a lot of long-lived cells, especially for Nebraska. And as you go through tomorrow, there's some more that's going to pop up for Nebraska going towards South Dakota, northwestern Iowa, as well as some more popping up for Kansas all the way to 5 p.m. Then it busts a real strong when you see that pink right there. Very dangerous cell. That could be a violent tornado, and that could be tomorrow afternoon. And it keeps going all the way until Saturday morning for Kansas going into northern Oklahoma. So not only is it showing one day, I'm seeing multiple days. It's finally starting to agree in the model guidance that we will have some long-lived cells with a lot of wind direction change with height, which is exactly what a tornado is. So be very careful, guys. Especially tomorrow night, as you get chances for these long-lived cells, not only for South Dakota, but for Kansas and Nebraska, it could be a possible straight line winds and a possible derecho popping through all the way to midnight from Oklahoma all the way to Iowa. So just be careful. It's multiple threats coming with this system. It is going to be a very dangerous couple of days. Now for tomorrow, you have a big enhanced section. You have a chances for tornadoes, 2% in this green, 5% in this brown, 15% in this yellow, and a chance for significant in this black. And that's where you see those long-lived cells that I showed you with the helicity values, as well as those straight line winds coming with that potential derecho. You also will be having winds, 15% in all this yellow, and I'm showing chances on HRRR and NAM, chances of 100 miles per hour wind gusts, especially for Nebraska, as well as a big hail threat for tomorrow as well. You have 5% in the brown, 15% in this yellow, big enhanced section in this 30% in this red, that's why it's enhanced, and significant hail in all this black. So let me show you the hail and the tornadoes. Tomorrow, significant severe chance for large hail. It's Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas, Lincoln, Nebraska, and Topeka, Kansas, as well as this 30% in the red, that's your enhanced section, the 15% in the yellow, and the 5% in the brown. Your chances for tornadoes tomorrow, your significant severe chance is Tulsa, Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas, Topeka, Kansas, Edmond, Oklahoma, and Manhattan, Kansas, as well as the 15% in the yellow, the 5% in the brown, and the 2% in the green. This is for tornadoes for Friday, for tomorrow. Also, for Saturday, you have a severe chance, 5% in this brown and a 15% in this yellow. So for Saturday, your cities at risk for severe weather is St. Louis, Missouri, Joliet, Illinois, Springfield, Illinois, Evansville, Indiana, and Peoria, Illinois, as well as this 5% in the brown. And this will also stretch into Sunday, and it will also stretch into Monday as well. This is going to be a very severe few days, guys. Now, as we go through today, you don't have a lot of precipitation, half an inch in all this green and almost an inch in this blue. But as you go to tomorrow, this is where it's really going to get heavy. Tomorrow and Saturday. This is according to National Weather Service, as well as southern Florida. A lot of precipitation is adding up with this system. That's why it has been enhanced. A lot of precipitation is with this system. And so far, North Dakota, South Dakota, and northern Nebraska, a big area for chances for 2 inches plus of rainfall. 1 inch in all this yellow, and northern and central Missouri, chances for 1 to 2 inches. As well as southern Florida, you have a big hot spot right around Miami for chances for 2 inches of rainfall adding up from these storms passing through, and 1 inch in all this yellow. Just be aware there's going to be a lot of flooding potential. And we're talking about a lot of flash flooding. For today going into tomorrow, you have a marginal here. For tomorrow going into Saturday morning, you have a big marginal, which we saw yesterday, and this slight risk right here, which is the same as yesterday. As you go into Sunday, it is going to spread. More marginal for flash flooding here, as well as this big green section from Texas all the way to Indiana. That's where you've seen that possible derecho. Now, I got myself out of the way so you can see all this. We also have a fire threat. This fire threat is for today. And New Jersey for today. You also have it in this orange section here with a critical section in this red. Now, I don't have your cities labeled for the Northeast, but it does have it for the critical section for today. And that's Lubbock, Texas, Amarillo, Texas, Las Cruces, New Mexico, Roswell, New Mexico, and Alamogordo, New Mexico. Chances for fire today. For tomorrow, this is going to grow even worse as these winds start to pick up. So you have an elevated risk in all of this orange. You have a critical risk in all this red. And you also have an extreme risk now for Colorado in this pink, as well as an elevated risk for the Northeast, portions of southeastern New York, eastern Pennsylvania, and New Jersey. Your extreme risk is Pueblo, Colorado. Your critical risk is Albuquerque, New Mexico, Colorado Springs, Colorado, Lubbock, Texas, Amarillo, Texas, and Midland, Texas. 4 fires for tomorrow, Friday. And when you look at your humidity for today, you can see how you get all these single digits all the way from Arizona, New Mexico, northern Texas, even portions of Colorado, even northern Mexico. If you're over there, just be aware. You're not on the list because you're not in the U.S., but we care about everybody here. But you can see how you get very dry humidity as these winds are going to pass through. So just be aware. As you go into tomorrow, it's going to pop up again. A lot of single digits of the humidity, especially for southeastern Arizona, southern New Mexico, northern and western Texas, as well as going towards Kansas and Oklahoma, and still got portions of Colorado right there. Just be aware you have very single digits humidity as these winds start to pick up. Now for today, you do get those 20 to 30 miles per hour wind gusts, mostly Texas getting into the high 30s and possible 40s. As you go into tomorrow, that's where it's going to be worse. You start getting a 40 and 50 miles per hour wind gusts. Colorado, New Mexico, higher elevations, you're getting a 50 and 60. But as you go late in the evening for tomorrow, it really picks up for Colorado with all them high winds. That's why you're in that critical level. But now it's showing that Nebraska has a chance for 100 miles per hour wind gusts right around 7 p.m. for tomorrow. And it is trending on multiple model data that you will get these winds. The NAM is showing it as well, right around 6 p.m. instead of for Nebraska, is showing it for Kansas. So somewhere, wherever this low pressure pivots at, is where you're going to get the 90 to 100 miles per hour wind gusts. It's not just one model data showing that, guys, is multiple. And high resolution rapid refresh is supposed to be the best high resolution data, and it's showing more than 90. It's showing a possible 100. Then as you get that potential derecho for tomorrow, it will have 50 and high 40 miles per hour wind gusts with it as it pushes through all evening long. So there's a lot of threats going on here, not just for the tornadoes, the hail, the damaging winds, the fires. You have so much going on. I really pray for all of you because it is going to be a nasty couple of days, especially Friday. And when you zoom in on HRRR, you can see where this 90 miles per hour wind gust is going to be, almost 100. It's showing us right west of Grand Isle, right below St. Paul. Just be aware that you do have a lot of winds coming, especially for Nebraska. Now, NAM3K, the North American model, showed that this was going to be in Kansas. High resolution rapid refresh is supposed to be a better model data, but just be aware that you have a possible 100, 101 miles per hour wind gust coming with this system. So literally 24 hours, not too bad, but when that system comes tomorrow, bam, then you're going to get your 100 miles per hour wind gusts. Please be safe over there. If you have a shelter, I advise you to get all your stuff ready, put it in your shelter and get ready so if you ever have to get down there, you have everything you need. Plus the Northeast, your humidity will drop into the 20s and 30s as you go into 3 o'clock this afternoon, and it will stick around mostly for eastern Pennsylvania, Long Island, and Jersey. And it will start getting a little bit better as you get towards 10 o'clock tonight. But tomorrow, it's really going to start ramping up by 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. You're already getting into your 30s on your humidity, and it's going to grow into your 20s by noontime. That's why you have that fire risk as well. And it will hang around all evening long with the 20s, even the high 20s for eastern Pennsylvania all the way by 4 p.m. So just be aware you do have some winds coming through, and with this humidity, you could have chances for these fires. Just be safe. And high resolution rapid refresh does show that you will have some 20 to 30 miles per hour wind gusts, maybe even getting into the high 30s for portions of northern New Jersey, eastern Pennsylvania, even portions of New York as you go through this evening, calming down by 9 or 10 o'clock. So just be aware you do have this risk. And when you look at the NAM for tomorrow, you can see you still have some 20 miles per hour, high 20s. That's going to be with that dry humidity as well. So it looks like it's a little more severe for today. So just be aware you do have the fire risk also. Even though they didn't name your cities, you do have that risk. And the HRRR is showing that within the next 24 hours that your wind gusts will be in the high 20s, if not 30s, especially for eastern Pennsylvania by Scranton and northern New Jersey. So just be aware, you do have the winds coming through, not as serious as the southwest, but you still have that seriousness of fires. Please be safe. And when we look to see for potential velocity anomaly, you can see in our region we do have something coming in the beginning of May, a very serious storm. And when you look over here, you can see we also have something going over here. This is by the Philippines, by Thailand, going towards India. Matter of fact, I'm showing India has the worst chance to get this cyclone very strong, 950 something millibars, both of them. Now NOAA has updated the global tropics hazards, guys, and you can see how Puerto Rico and the eastern Caribbean islands does have above average rainfall coming from what we've been watching. But when you look into the second week, now you can see we have chances for cyclone formations, multiple, over here by the Philippines, also over here by Thailand, going towards India. So if you know someone that is in this region, please share this video, alert them that they do have a development of a tropical cyclone, tropical depression, or a greater strength forming. Multiple. And so far I'm showing this all the way down to 950 something millibar pressure. A very strong cyclone. And so far as you go into next Thursday, we have one forming over here off the coast of Thailand, as well as the one over here towards the Philippines. And as you go towards Friday, it really strengthens up down to a 950 something millibar right before it goes towards the Philippines. And it literally goes over the islands, guys. The whole thing. Bringing the winds and the rain. So it will be very bad for them. So if you know somebody over there, please alert them to what's coming. And so far, the second one goes over Port Blair for Friday, strengthens up and starts going towards India. So just be aware, we do have multiple cyclones that it's already forming, guys. And I see it's going to be our early hurricane season for us as well. So just be aware, if you know somebody over there or if you are over there, please be safe. You have this coming your way. Now, more news for you. Remember, this link is in the description for you. Hurricane Ida has become the 12th name starting with the letter I that has been retired from hurricane list. A Category 4 major hurricane, it killed at least 55 people and it had a destruction of $75 billion in damage. But the WMO, the World Meteorological Organization, said Wednesday that it was retiring the name Ida from its list of Atlantic hurricane names that repeats every 6 years. Plus, for some reason, the letter I has been the most retired out of all the letters. The WMO has retired 94 hurricane names in the Atlantic because of the storm's deadly history. 12 of them started with the letter I. Now, this is a video posted by WFAA, link in the description so you can go watch the whole video. And as you remember, this is the one that came to Louisiana all the way to New England, caused a lot of damage. I remember it myself because of my hometown being in New Orleans, Mandeville to be precise. Very bad damage, guys. It was a very traumatic storm. If you remember, the winds were just so severe, it just kept strengthening all the way to landfall. Link in the description, you want to go see it. Also, link in the description by Reuters so you can go read about it. It submerged the shoreline with several feet of water with 150 miles per hour winds, guys. It was a very dangerous hurricane. If you remember, power outages were out for a very long time. But it struck very hard all the way from Laplace to New Orleans. Everybody that's normally driving around was around in a boat. And more than 1 million homes and businesses in Louisiana and 120,000 in Mississippi was without electricity because of this hurricane. And that isn't the only problem we have. This is by Daily Bulletin. I did put the link in the description so you can go read it. But the drought prompts outdoor watering limits and possible fines for over 6 million people in Southern California if they don't pay attention to this. We're talking a lot of money just for turning on your faucet of water, guys. And 6 agencies within the Metropolitan Water District must reduce their usage by 35%. And another good story for you. It is from space.com, link in the description. Now hologram doctors are being beamed to space stations to visit astronauts. Literally, we can beam holograms now, guys. And it's not just one. We can beam multiple holograms of doctors or people anywhere we want now. Multiple holograms can be beamed anywhere at any time. And so far, it looks like the one that's going towards India is going to strengthen up, but it looks like it's going to weaken down as it gets closer. But the one that's going over the Philippines really looks like the one that's going to have the biggest problem out of this potential cyclone that is passing by on the 7th. And it looks like it is going over the whole set of islands. So Philippines, please be aware that you have a nasty cyclone coming your way. Now, one thing that we're supposed to do as YouTubers is support other YouTubers, guys. You'll see this in other fields besides weather. They collaborate together. They try and raise them up. Matter of fact, God even says, love your brother. Because if you don't love your brother, then you are far from God. We're supposed to love each other, guys. We're not at fight with each other. We're not at war with the flesh. We're at war with principalities and powers. It's not with each other. And I say this because, once again, I see somebody telling you to tune everybody out but this person. And I don't ever put this person's name because this person's only after money. He would love for me to put his name so he can defame and sue me and take everything that I have. Now, as you all know, Nate's been attacked. There's been all kind of people attacked by this person. He even tells people in his live streams to go spam his channel on other weather channels, just trying to steal, kill, and destroy the community that's been here for you for a very long time. And it's actually disappointing to see a lot of you turn us away when we've been here for you, when this person has been there doing all kind of news hype, when we've been here for you, keeping you safe, and then you leave us when we need you the most. And I mention this because people have been asking me so much, how's it going in the new house? Well, because he did that, we not moving. We can't get the house. It can't happen. Matter of fact, I see multiple weather channels here on YouTube. Their views, which means their income, has gone down over 60%. Which means they're making about a quarter of the views that they've been making. Channels with over 100,000 subscribers should be making anywhere from 40,000 to 60,000 views in a 24-hour period. And it was like that before he did what he did. You're supposed to love your brother, man. I made this mistake a long time ago. As you all know, I attacked Powell Weather for biting me like a snake for helping him. And I've repented for that. The man's a good man, and I was wrong, and I repented. And you should repent as well, because not only are you hurting a lot of people in the community for all the help that we give them, because you don't have all the information, buddy. The more of us, the merrier. The more of us out there helping people, the more safer people will be. And I'm not after the money, even though you make $80,000 to $100,000 every single month ever since you did this. I get the same ads in my email promising to give me over $1,000 to put these ads on my videos. But I refuse to do that. It's not about the money, it's about helping the community. But at the same time, it's supposed to come back. You're supposed to reap what you sow, guys. And it's supposed to come back, and we're supposed to be able to pay our bills. So I just want you to know I have started the second channel, and those that knew I started a second channel before, trying to reach the younger community with the religion, trying to help turn things around. I did quit that channel a long time ago because the younger community is just toxic. They have a lot of evil in their heart. All they do is play these gun games and all this killing 24 hours around their life, and it's not good. But he knows who I'm talking about. He watches everybody's videos. Matter of fact, I had to stop his name from being in my comments because all he wants to do is his viewers to spam his name, his channel, and all their content. Y'all, there's videos to prove it. I'm not trying to defame the guy. I'm trying to teach the guy. You need to repent just like everybody else has, just like I have. We all do wrong sometimes. That don't make us who we are. What we do after that is what makes us who we are. Because all that's going to do is stop people from watching the people that's been protecting them, and all you're going to do is get people hurt. And that's not good. Just for you chasing money, not right at all. So I got a quick 2 passages I'm going to read to y'all, and I'm going to remind y'all of what God says of how we should check for this. Because I see a lot of y'all praising this guy, saying he's God sent, and he is not. As a matter of fact, he celebrates the most evil holiday of all, Halloween, with a passion. But let's get off of that. I just wanted to update some of you that was asking how the house was going. And the house ain't going. We're still over here with all the gunshots. Matter of fact, my kids are kind of scoring. Matter of fact, I'm even afraid to shoot fireworks because they would just literally hit the ground, guys. It's been that much. And they're only 9 and 10. But it's okay. God will provide for me. My faith is with the Lord. Everything is for a reason, even if it's just to teach you something and wake you up. And I pray you wake up because you're doing wrong. You're doing evil. There's too much evil in your heart, man. Don't chase the money. The money will be there. It's not a big deal. I mean, you make over $100,000 a month. Why are you putting your videos full of all these ads just trying to make more money? Just help the community. Because the live streams you do saves a lot of lives. Live streams always save lives. Then I see you attacking other live streamers. You are wrong. But my obligation is to my viewers. So God bless all of you. I hope you have a very great day today. Please be safe with all this stuff going on. Let me refresh your memory a little bit of whether you should praise certain people or not. I have 2 for you. The first one is Matthew 7:16 through 20. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down, and cast into the fire. Wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them. And the second one is John 10:10 through 12. The thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for his sheep. But he that is an hireling is not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not. Seeth the wolf coming, and leaveth the sheep, and fleeth. And the wolf catcheth them, and scattereth the sheep. Amen. That is exactly what I see. But enough of the drama. I just wanted to update a few of you on why the house didn't happen. And that's why it didn't happen, guys. This literally happened overnight. You can even go look at your YouTubers that you do follow on weather, and you'll see that their videos changed overnight. And that's why it changed. Now, I don't want to point this person out. I tried speaking with this person. This person blocked me. He don't want to hear it. All he wants is money. You make $100,000 a month. Isn't that enough? How much hurt do you need to do to get what you want? Money is nothing, pal. It comes and goes. But what you do and what you say is written down forever. Now, I do believe that we are getting into some dark times, and they are getting even darker. So we must stay together, support one another, and show love to one another. There's enough hate out there. There's enough evil out there. Everybody is after things that don't matter. What matters is that you take care of me and I take care of you, and vice versa to everyone. We should love one another. For God says, we will wax cold in our hearts. It will go away. Some people don't see it. They think it'll be good forever. Don't you see how much change has happened just in the last 5 to 10 years? It's going to get worse. Watch who you support. I can't say that enough. Because who you support, your heart is involved. And you're just as guilty as they are. Spread love, guys. Not hate. That's too easy. You want to do something hard? Love someone that hates you. I pray this person contacts me. I pray he wants to talk. But I know he won't. Because I have no money to give him. It's okay. The meek shall inherit the earth. Now, the second channel, I'm not giving that information out. It's not about religion. It's not about weather. It's just to help support my family, because that's getting hard now. And it's not just me. It's these other families that got hurt from this. It's happening a lot. So God bless you all. God bless all of us as this gets worse and worse. I'm still going to feed families. You're not going to stop that. I don't care if it's just $100 a month. I'm going to use it to help feed people. All power, all glory does go to Yahweh, God of Jacob, for he saved me. For I was once bad as well. I was led the wrong way when I was in the infantry. A lot of you don't know. I don't spread that. I don't try and gloat. I don't boast. It's a lot of times I was shamed. But he saved me. Now I see what's important. All them things we follow and chase, they're not important. They come and go like the chaff in the wind. Your soul. Your soul is important. Life is but a little time. Eternity is forever. Most of all, I pray you seek God. For men will lie. Men will deceive you. But God, Yahweh, he will be there for you forever. Amen. Hallelujah. Have a very great day. Have a very safe day. We have a lot of things going on.